from those investigations by government agencies, by Quadcom, or just a mere in the social media accounts?
Sir, Your Honor, if I'm not mistaken, nasa newspaper na rin po yan.
Sandali
But of course,
Sandali. Nasa newspaper. Pero ang tinatanong ko po, anong source ng newspaper? Is it an official document or findings of the Human Rights Commission?
Yun,
I have
Absolutely, ma'am,
Yes,
madam,
Your Honor.
absolutely not. Because during our hearing, the Quadcom, all those victims, yung mga families na nandun, was confirmed by Human Rights Commission.
Okay, Your Honor.
In fact, we have all the list.
Your Honor, can I also answer now, kung pwede po?
Okay.
Lumabas po na may mga kapatid, yung mga biktima, na sila po mismo ang nagdi-deny doon sa mga sinasalita ngayon.
Okay, panoorin nyo na lang tong iyakan portion na to. Pero I wanna address this kasi lumulutang ko here and there eh. Kasi may nagsasabi, meron daw mga Aling Sheila, meron daw mga kung sino-sino pa, hindi ko kilala kung sino yung mga propaganda na lumalabas ngayon sa internet. Pero ang point dito kasi, meron daw mga tao na EJK daw naman yung ibang mga kapamilya nila, kaso hindi nangyari sa panahon ni Duterte, nangyari sa panahon ni Marcos. Okay, kasi bloodless drug on war na tong kay Marcos eh. Kay Duterte kasi bloody war on drugs. Kaya nga siya nasa ICC ngayon eh. Pero ang point dito kasi, hina-highlight nila dito yung mga bad apples na tinatawag ko rito. Or yung mga bad actors. Para mas maganda, bad actors. Kasi tandaan nyo, in everything na gagawin nyo, whether it's sa kahit anong bagay, laging may mga bad actors dyan. Or yung gagawa ng hindi ka aya-aya para makapanggulo or para mamadel yung water. So, in my opinion, merong mga umiepal doon sa nakiki-EJK sila, siguro para kaawaan sila or anything. And these are the bad actors, okay? Bad faith actors, di ba? Now, pero, hindi dinidiscount ng since meron kang nakitang isa or dalawa or tatlo or sabihin na nating 5 na bad actors na yung buong EJK ay hindi nangyari. You cannot deny the whole premise of the EJK or what happened doon. Facts yun. People died during Duterte's time just because meron kang nakita isa or dalawang bad actors. It does not work that way, mga kamartes, mga kaibigan. It works on the premise that there would always be bad actors and then just punish the bad actors, okay? I-highlight mo yun doon sa post mo. Kasi ako, I can highlight those iniintay ko talaga na maging propaganda to ng mga DDS para madebunk ko eh. Kasi ang point doon, merong gagawa nun talaga. Daming tanga dito sa Pilipinas eh. But it does not discount the fact that there were people like Kian or yung batang napatay, yung naglalaro lang siya sa labas, tinamaan ng bala, deads. Or yung mga pinasok sa bahay at pinagbabaril. There are a lot of those people na namatay doon sa war on drugs na yon na hindi naman sila kasali talaga sa listahan. They were not on the list. Hindi sila nanlaban. There were more of that than this. Tong mga Aling Sheila na to. Yung Aling Sheila na yon, ilang insidente lang yon. But this is the narrative trying to push by these people na hindi kailangan, kasi that destroys the credibility of the EJK. Maganda nga yun ngayon eh. Inipit sila dito eh. Kasi makikita mo na truth lang pala nila yon. Kumbaga, para sa akin yun yung totoo. Wala kang pakialam dapat. No, of course not. We should care now. You know why? Kasi number one, people's lives are at stakes. Regardless kung ano yung position nyo dito eh. And number two is that there is a direct effort to discredit the whole Quadcom hearing and all the victims of the war on drugs. There are victims. This is a fact. Yun dapat nyong iniisip dito. Sure, there are bad actors, but remove the bad actors and then focus on the things na factual pa rin in nature. 'Di ba? Of course, there would be insertion of that. Whoever did that, kung own accord nila yon or it was planted, it doesn't matter. Treat nyo yung mga outliers na yon as just that. They are just outliers, and what you can do is you have to look at it in their bigger picture. There was killings during the Duterte's time, and no amount of propaganda should destroy that idea that facts that nangyari talaga yon, mga lods. And it pains me to see na merong mouthpiece si Duterte in this person na talagang pagtatanggol siya habang buhay, di ba? So magbubuo na tayo rito. Sobrang nagrant na ako dun. Sandali lang tayo dapat eh. Ito naman, ito nakakatawa to.
Tapos, akong po na uutang tayo this year and last year. Sir, sir, please, Mr. Chair, kaya ako nagalit kasi may nakita akong nakaakap, na naka-brace, tapos, sir, I am not laying it on the congressman. I am laying it on the person who gave that person 5,000 despite na, sir, kasi...
So, how do you disqualify someone na beneficiaries ng AKAP? Number one, if they are not beneficiaries of AKAP. Ano ba yung AKAP? Yung AKAP na yan is ayuda, paayuda ng gobyerno. Masama ba yung ayuda? Well, that's up to you to decide kung masama yan or hindi. Pero yung general idea or yung fundamental idea of what ayuda is, it's social justice. Those who have few in life should have more in law. Meaning to say, gumawa sila ng batas para ma-augment yung kahirapan ng mga tao or ma-alleviate yung kahirapan ng tao just for a short while. And this person na tinutukoy niya, unfortunately for you, nandun yan sa listahan. Nakasulat siya doon, naka-braces yun or hindi, beneficiaries pa lang siya. At saka magkano ba ang braces? 8,000? Eh di ba ang AKAP kasi hindi naman yan yung 4-piece eh. Yung 4-piece kasi para sa mga pinaka lowest of the society to. Tong AKAP na to para to doon sa mga minimum wage earner and slightly above minimum. Sa kanila yan. Para yan doon sa mga drivers, para yan sa mga restaurant, para din yun sa mga delivery boys, para yan sa mga waiters, di ba? So, of course, them waiters, them drivers have the chance to, na pag nakaluwag-luwag ng konti, magpa-brace. Pero, possible pa rin na umano sila sa AKAP. Wow, how is this journalism, di ba? Na ibe-base mo yung buong article mo doon sa isang litrato ng isang babae na may braces or isang lalaki na may braces. Di ba? It's fucking crazy, di ba? Na dun mo i-hinge yung katotohanan mo. Yan yung tatawagin mong truth when in fact hindi mo alam yung facts. Di ba? Na you can receive ayuda even if naka-bling-bling ka or fly ka or kung ano man yung tawag ng kabataan ngayon sa pagiging astig or pagiging komportable sa sarili. Di ba? It's so stupid. And then iiyak sila dyan. Iyak sila parehas, di ba? Pakitingnan nga natin yung iyak nila.
You cannot even tell me if you're telling facts. No. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair, for admitting that, no. Siguro, I demand.
Mr. Chair, respectfully po, those are my feelings. Kasi, binamigay natin yung pera sa
Therefore,
AKAP.
if that's your feeling, Mr. Chair, I demand that you apologize to this committee.
I will apologize, Mr. Chair, for my bad.
Kita mo sila, hindi nila mapanindigan yung mga sinasabi nila. 'Di ba? Kaya nga sorry, 'di ba? Baka nakakahiya. Ang tatapang sa internet. Tapos kapag kinompronta mo, iya ka na, 'di ba? I'm sorry, it was just my emotions. Kasi dito sa internet, may publishing aspects dito. And I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. Sa online kasi, and I've learned this the hard way, do not be emotional. As much as possible, mag-post ka with the intent of trying to inform people or kung ano man yung ini-spread mong balita. Okay? Sa kanila kasi, clear kung ano yung gusto nilang pakita. They want to discredit the ayuda. Ayan. Yan yung isang reason niya. They want to discredit this government. Ayan, ito yung isang reason niya. And then ang sagot nilang dalawa dito, itong si Crisette at saka itong si MJ is it was emotionally driven. Yes, I understand, but there is a publishing aspect dito sa ginagawa natin. You should respect the idea that when you should post something, you should be not emotional dito. Pwede ka naman sigurong magalit basta yung galit mo is righteous or hindi ka makakasira ng kahit sinong tao. Pwede yun, magsisigaw, magalit ka. Magalit ka kung talagang nakakagalit. Pero when you say na galit ka sa taong naka-braces, that's unfair for the people na kumuha nung ayuda niya. Malay mo, gusto niya na magtiis ganda, di ba? Tapos it is very unfair as well to deny na yung mga nangyari sa EJK hinges on one or two people na mga bad actors. No, of course not. It doesn't have to be that way. May mga nangyari talaga. Facts yun. Kaya nga nasa ICCC bossing niya. Joke lang. Hindi ko alam kung bossing niya. Poon. Yun, walang biro yun. Gege mga